Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll be solving this problem called Re.start and Re.end. So these are start and end which tells you the indices of the match. So here you can see these expression returns the indices of the start and end of the substring matched by the group. Okay, substring will be made by the group. So this is the group it is we are checking. You can see here import Re, m is equal to Re.search. It is looking for digits one or more repetition. So you can see 1 2 3 4. Okay, so there is a match. So m dot end is 4, m dot start is 0 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, it looks okay, so it is starting and ending. It tells you the indices, not the match 1 2 3 4. It will tell you the position 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so like that's how it is being done. So you can go inside start and end, and it tells you the group. You can see m dot start, m dot end. So that's what we have to do here as well. So you will be given a string s, and you have to find the indices of the start and end of k string in s. So we have to search for one index. I'll remove this. I'll show you from start. Now you can see first line contains the string s, and the next line contains the value of k. Then you have the length of s is 0 to 100, and the length of k is 0 to length of s. Then you can print the tuple in the format start index comma end index, or if there is no match, then you have to print -1 comma -1. You can see here an example. This is s, this is k, and you can see there is a match in 0 1. So 0 1, right? Then 1 2 1 2, then 4 5. This is 4 5, right? So this is how start and end index of the match we have to produce. So let's go. Whatever we have written, I'll write it again. Import Re, then take input, and that is our s. Then we have to take k. So both are strings. Okay, then let me call it m Re dot. Now instead of using search, I will be using find all. Okay, so that we can find all the matches. Like this match will be a match, this another will be a match, this another will be a match. Just to show you, I'll be changing the codes. So here the group will be written, and then this is s. Okay, so if now let me print s only, so that you will be print m, so that you will be able to see. Now if I want to check k, how I'm gonna write here, because k, if you write like this, it will be taken as string form. So I have to provide this variable. So what I'll do, I'll use the plus thing. One minute. Still it is not being used. Okay, yeah, like this. Okay, so this is how we can use. So I can keep a break. Let me use single quote only. Okay, the color is changed. You can see, that's how you can realize that it can be used as so it can be used as a variable. So k variable will be put in here, and then you'll be able to print So you can see all the matches AA and AA, but you are not able to see the span, right? So that's why it's better to use find iter. So okay, so if I'll print it, it will generate a callable function, right? Callable iterator. So to look at the content inside, what I'll do is I'll write list m. Now you'll be able to see with span the matches. Okay, so you can see a span here. 0 to AA is a match, then 4 6 AA is a match. So 0 1 2, this is what it is, and then another match it is generating here, right? 4 6 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, and so it takes around +1 -1, like start and end, so it's kind of confusing, but you are getting the point of what we have to show, right? So that we can change it if you want. There is no issues. Now how do we access this? So we can access like for I in m, we can write print start I dot start. I will be each list element. I dot start comma I dot end. So that, and this has to be tuple. Okay, so one more bracket I'll keep. Now if you'll see, you can, okay, it is printing this part. Let me comment it. Now you can see 0 to 4 6, same thing, right? So this is how we can access. So I'll remove this right now because we are not able to find all the matches. You can see only 2 matches we are able to find. The first one, which is this guy, and the last one, this guy. But there is one more match, which is this 2. So how we gonna do it? The problem is when it is generating a match like this, there is a match, it is starting from the next character, which is this guy. It is checking, there is no match, then it is checking no match, it is starting from D. Okay, but from A again it will see it is a match. So the point I'm trying to make is, whenever there is a match, it will not start with this character, instead it will start with this character. Okay, so it is skipping this part because it is a non-overlapping type of match. It generates non-overlapping type of match. So how we can generate overlapping type of match? So that's what we will be doing. So whenever you have to match something, and you don't have to include the character, so we don't want to include this character there, we want something like this has to be a match, but it will not consider this character, so that when next match it has to match, then it will come to this character and try to match it. Okay, I hope you are getting it. Means like overlapping type of matching I want here. So what you can use is same thing, question mark. Try to use question mark as more as possible, because that's your best friend. So this guy I'll be using. Okay, so here it doesn't consume any of the string, that's why I will be using it. Okay, so what I'll do is, see, I'll match the first character of K and the rest of the characters with question marks. Okay, so first character as it is I'll match, like here I'm matching, but the rest of the characters I'll match with question mark, so that it will not be consumed in the string, but it will produce a match. Okay, so let me do it. So here I'll write K0, which is the first character. I'll remove this, it is not required. Now from here, next thing what I'll be doing is, I'll be using question mark equal to, then what I have to use, brackets plus plus, and here K. You see how I am writing? I wrote it in this fashion because I want to put K as a variable, not a string. Okay, now you can see the first character I am matching, then next I am matching the rest of the character of k with question mark. What this will do is it will produce a match, but it will not consider this thing in output. Okay, only output will be your first a, and then we can manipulate this start and end with plus minus thing. Let me show you. So see, now we are generating three matches. One match is 0 1 right here, then another match is 1 2, then third match is 4 5, right? So we are able to achieve this is a match, another match, and third guy this match. Okay, now you can see the match is a, but we don't care what the match is. We have to care about this thing, the span. Okay, the span we can write, you can see 0 1 1 2 4 5, there it is, right? So now what I'll do is we have to print it, right? So now what find iter does is, I'll show you something. So you have what you wanted, right? So let me do it. Let me convert this into m is equal to list m. Now what I'll do is if now I have to print the span. Okay, so if m is true, then for I in m print start, that is I dot start, comma I dot end, like this, but it has to be in tuple. That's how it will be printed. Else it will print minus 1 minus 1. So it has to be in tuple form. That's why I have to take one more bracket, and there is a space between the comma and the second minus 1. So let me do like this. Okay, so it is correct, right? Now if I submit it, you'll see there are test cases problem. Now I don't know, I can provide some hackers and I can cheat here, but if you want you can cheat for learning purpose, but this is not suggestible. So the problem is what, see, find iter will always produce a match. Okay, always it will give something in the output, so there will be this thing will be always true. Okay, so that's why when the cases, for the cases when there is no match at all, it is not producing minus 1 minus 1. Okay, so let me give you an example. Some string I'll write. This is a string I've written, and I'm checking for, let's say, AA. Okay, so this k string is not in S, right? So if I'll produce the output, it is generating minus 1 minus 1. 1 minute. Let me print them. Yeah, it is correct. This part is correct. Oh, okay. So the ending and starting we have not given till now. Let me show you. Okay, so this whatever start and end is written, that is specifically for k is equal to AA. Okay, if specifically for AA, callable function minus 1. 1 minute. List m. Okay, let me do something like this. You can see there is nothing inside this list because there is no match at all. Right, but it is not printing this thing now. So because I've removed this line, that's why it is not printing. Now, yeah, this thing we can do. So the problem is this start and end thing. Let me first show you. There is no match, right? Let me use some other string, like so that it will produce a match. XD. Let's produce XXC, and here also XXC I'll keep. Okay, and I am looking for XXC. So you can see the span is the problem. You can see 0 1 2 3, it should be, right? So there is 3 characters inside it, and you are having only 1 comma 2. Similarly 8 comma 2 9, because this has been designed for this specific k only. So you have to generalize it. Okay, here it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 is correct, but 9 10, this has to be 10 and this has to be 3, but it is not working like that. So what I'll do is I'll whatever the start point is, I'll bring the end point at the same position. Okay, so -2 I'll do, plus I'm doing length of k. Okay, so now if I'll print it, you can see 1 3 1 2 3 and then 8 10 8 9 10. Okay, so this is now structured with respect to the variable k. Okay, so that's the only change I am doing here, so that it will produce the in a required manner. Okay, and this m you can use by like this. So if there will be anything inside m inside this list, then it will produce this if condition, else it will produce -1. Okay, so let's do that. 1 3 8 10. Simple test case is passed. All the test cases are passed, and we are done. So it's slightly tricky. It took me a lot of time to figure out how to put this expression. So you can see it is not as direct as you might think. I've broken the string the k, and then I started producing match. Once I found the match, converted them into list, and just manipulated the start and end point. Okay, so that it will be with respect to this k variable, whatever the length of will be, will now produce it. So start this thing is like equal to I start, this guy. Okay, and then it is producing the plus adding the length of k, so that accurate span we will be getting. So yeah, this was slightly tricky one, so I hope you got the feel. Now let's move on to our last question. Only one question is remaining now, so I think it is called find the angle MBC, that we will look at.